questions, no problem. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to talk about vibrational frequency, okay? We looked at that rainbow. I shared with you the chakras and the vibrational frequency. Depending on where you're at emotionally, your vibrational frequency will change. What's also going to change is the color that you're emanating from your body. Now, we talk about our higher self, the chakra, holding on to the vibrational frequency that's your highest vibrational frequency. And that is encoded with all the information that you are and the current state and process of your evolution at this time. During your day, you can encounter these triggering situations that cause emotions within you. And sometimes we can get stuck in those emotions. A way to work through those emotions is by shifting and changing your vibrational frequency. And we can utilize color as information in order to gently shift and move us out of states that we feel stuck in. So, in order to do that, it's important to first educate yourself on your emotions. A lot of us, oftentimes, we're either way too caught up in certain emotions. We're used to feeling those emotions like survival mode, like fear, like anxiety, like insecurities. And so our chakras that manage those emotions are usually wide open. And so when they're wide open or out of balance, that's where we're seeing the world from. And that's also going to be the greatest charge to the color that you're emanating. So we are kind of this color that we're constantly living through. And so we can actually change that by controlling that chakra that's feeding into that experience, bringing it back into a balanced state, first of all, and then changing the color around us. We clean up our energetic space inside of your bubble, inside of your space. So for example, if you're in a state of fear, something's triggering fear, the first things that are going to go up is the root chakra. It's going to open wide. It's going to, move around either left to right, depending on what aspects of yourself are feeling threatened or go into survival mode by that fear. Could be the masculine part of you or could be the feminine part of you. The chakra will become imbalanced in those areas of the body, either to the right or to the left. And that's where it'll feel fragmentation, cracking, breaking, opening, distortion. So these are things that we slowly become aware of as we learn our emotions. So today I'm going to have you go through a couple main emotions. We're going to go through a couple negative emotions, and we're going to go through a couple positive emotions. What we're doing is when you come into that negative emotion, I want you to notice, what color do you see in your space? Okay? What's going on with the chakras? I would like for you to, if you can, have a notebook next to you, if it's not too much to ask, and take note of this as you go through this exercise with me. And I am going to take you into that meditation, okay? But I want you to write down the names of these emotions on a list, and you're going to write down the color that you see and what's happening to the chakra at that moment. And then we're going to go to the high vibration emotions or, the more neutral ones. So for example, joy, love. You're going to notice what happens to your body when you feel that emotion. What color is it? And so you're going to utilize in the moments that you're down here, you're going to utilize this color and this emotion to help neutralize and bring yourself back into a balanced state. This can also be done in your home. We talked about that, in your environment. Let's say that your body is healing and it needs unconditional love right now. You're going to fill your entire room with the color that represents unconditional love, therefore affecting your environment, affecting your body, and your body begins to absorb from that, shifting your body into a state of balance and healing it once again. Okay, let's get started, my loves. I want you all to take a nice deep breath. We're going to begin. We're going to ground yourself down to the center of the earth. Visualizing a very powerful grounding cord connecting to the core of your body. Core of the body all the way down, the pelvic bone down to the center of the earth. deeply and exhaling. Okay. You're going to visualize your protective field around your body. Go ahead and visualize that. Making sure there are no openings around your space. Excellent. Taking a nice deep breath, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to try to visualize eliminating all the emotions in the body down to the center of the earth. So anything that we're feeling, any emotions, any judgments, any thoughts, eliminate them out of your body, almost as if the chair or the bed or the floor underneath you is pulling them out of the body, bringing the body into a state of complete neutrality. With every breath you take, inhaling and exhaling, bringing the body into a state of neutrality. Excellent. And any thoughts, I want you to bring your body into a state of stillness now. You're going to begin with your toes, ankles, shins, calves. Focusing on bringing the body into a state of complete stillness. And as you do so, notice any emotions that are being released from the body, the muscles, going up into the knees. Going up into the thighs. Into the hips, the solar plexus, breathing deeply, inhaling, exhaling, helping the body come into a state of neutrality. Releasing any emotional information from the muscles in the body. Breathing, going up into the chest, into the lungs, into the backs. Notice any heaviness in the backs. What are we holding on to? Releasing. The neck, the shoulders. Feel free to move and roll those shoulders to release any tension in there. Releasing any kind of emotions in the muscle memory of the body. And the arms, the palms of the hands. Going up to the head and the face. Very good. Getting up to the crown of your head. Visualizing the pillar of white light that goes through your body. Okay, seeing it into the crown, down the neck, down the spine. Down to the abdomen, to the perineum, down to the center of the earth. Nice solid pillar of white light through the body. Breathing deeply. Excellent. Now that you are fully in this neutral state, I'm going to begin to naming out some emotions, and we're going to take a journey to observe the body. What happens to the multidimensional body and the physical body when we feel these emotions? So we're going to start. I want you to come into a state of shame. Take a look at that. What happens to the body when we feel shame? Okay. Let's take a look at that. Might be a very triggering, uncomfortable emotion, but we're just observing. We're just noticing what happens to the body when it feels shame. Breathing deeply. I want you to identify a color that either it comes in the form of a sound or a word, or you can see it in your space for this shame. What color is shame for you? Take a look at that. And if you have a notebook next to you, you can jot it down, or you could just remember it. I also want you to notice what's happening to the chakras, what's happening to the organs. If you're not able to see or communicate with the chakras, see the organs. What's happening to, the stomach, the abdomen, the back, all the parts of the body, the muscles. What parts of your bodies respond or react to this emotion? Notice that. Breathing deeply. Okay. Now you're going to visualize eliminating that emotion out of your body. Take that shame out of the body. You're going to just observe, almost as if the chair is pulling that emotion out of your body, bringing your body in a state of complete neutrality once again. Breathing deeply. Okay, just knowing that anytime any emotion feels very uncomfortable, you can always bring yourself into a state of neutrality immediately. And we're just going to move forward. I want you to come into a state of guilt now. Go ahead and notice what happens when the body feels guilt. This one's slightly different. What color is guilt? What parts of the body respond to this guilt? You'll notice the emotions that cause the most reaction are the ones that we need to really focus on. Okay, we're going to move on to fear. What happens when we come into a state of fear? Wow, this room is very, very loud. We're feeling that fear. So go ahead and if you tap into that fear, what happens? Okay, and you're just watching the emotion. I want you to see what color it is and what parts of the body want to respond. Breathing deeply. Okay, let's go into anger. Okay, if you jotted down the color and the parts of the body that respond to fear, you can move on to anger now. And notice the connections that often tend to happen. Sometimes memories that come up when you feel fear, the same ones come up when you feel anger. Okay. Very good. Clearing now the body. Once you've identified the color that you turn, the chakras that respond, the body that responds. Let's go into another one. Let's go into pride. What happens when we feel pride? Breathing deeply, eliminating all past emotions, and now we're coming into pride. Wow, amazing how that huge shift occurs. We're climbing up the vibrational scale here. We're going to go into courage now. When we are courageous, how do we feel? You guys were courageous feeling these emotions. Breathing deeply. Okay. What color is courage? We're going to go up to acceptance now. Bring the body into a state of acceptance. Breathing deeply, eliminating all other emotions and coming into acceptance. Notice if any other emotions come up when we come into acceptance. Any blockages? Notice what chakras respond, or perhaps openings. What color is acceptance? All right, now we're going to go into a state of joy. Let's see that joy coming into a state of joy. What color is the body? Powerfully bring your whole organism into a state of joy. Notice how all the other stagnant emotions, the heavier emotions, begin to dissipate. What happens to the body? What color is it? You're going to go into a state of love. Love. What happens to the body? What chakras open and close, expand, shrink when we feel love? Go ahead and see that. Any parts of the body that are still feeling remnants of pain or trigger in the body because of the other emotions, you're going to fill that space with love. You're going to go up to now peace. What happens when we feel peace? Notice it. We are learning through this experience how it feels, how to embody it, what thoughts it brings into our space, and where we also have blockages. Bring the body into peace. What does it mean to embody peace? I want you to come into a state of unconditional love now. I want you to see if there's a difference between love and unconditional love. Let's see. Bring yourself into a state of unconditional love. Wow, I see some people expanding here, lots of lights. What happens to the chakras, to the body, to the emotions? What color is unconditional love? We're going to bring down a powerful wave of this color of unconditional love. You're going to bring it down from source. Go ahead and visualize it coming into your space. Bring it into the pores, the flesh, the muscles, the bones, down to the cellular level of the body. Breathing deeply. I want you to scan the body and notice where we are holding on to any other emotions that need to be dissolved. You're going to see if they have a shape in your body and you're going to remove them. Visualize pulling them out with an invisible hand of your body, and you can throw them out into a vortex or just out of your body down to the earth, out into the cosmos. Bring your body into a state of neutrality. Okay, notice any final additional blockages within the body that you feel that you need to clear out. See if there are any contractual agreements that need to be dissolved. Any cords that need to be pulled out of the body. Notice if you have taken in anyone else's emotions around you throughout your day. And notice any parts that we play in contributing to sustain those cords and those thought forms in ourself. Very good. I want you to select one color now that represents the highest vibrational color for your day, for your environment, and you're going to fill your space with that color. What is it that you need today? Fill your space with that color. You're going to go to the root chakra. Go ahead and open that root chakra into a balanced state. You're going to spin it as fast as possible. Go ahead and visualize eliminating any extra stuff that you took onto the root. Eliminate it out of the body until it's crystalline red. Going up to the sacral chakra, spinning it as fast as possible, eliminating, bringing it into a balanced state. Going into the solar plexus, spinning it as fast as possible, eliminating any blockages in the emotional body. Going up to the heart chakra, spinning it as fast as possible, clearing any heaviness in the heart chakra. Going up to the throat chakra, clearing it out until it's crystalline blue. And finally, the third eye, clearing it out until it's crystalline purple. Going up to your crown, you're going to fill it in with your highest vibrational color. Go ahead and fill that in. If you're new to the group, I want you to see a blank white screen. And on that screen, you're going to see a color that represents your highest vibrational expression. Okay, what color is that? Give it a color. The first color that comes to mind, you're going to put that up into your crown. And your crown is like a wheel or a flower with petals that's clear right now. You're going to set the intention, changing how you manifest and how you attract experiences. So go ahead and fill that color in. I'm going to name out the different sections. The first one is your intellect. Fill it in. Next is your emotions. Your relationships. Fill it in with that color. Your health. Your environment. Your relationship with yourself. Your self-love. And finally, your spiritual work. Fill that in. Your purpose. What are you here to do? Setting the intention that from this moment you're in alignment with what you're here to do. Excellent. We're going to clear the 7 layers of the body. The 7th clear. 6th clear. 5th clear. 4th clear. 3rd clear. 2nd clear. 1st clear. 7 bodies in, 7 bodies out, all charges down to 0, negative infinite. We're going to go to the crown. We're going to send that color up into the 8th chakra. Go ahead and illuminate the 8th. Illuminate the 9th. Illuminate the 10th. Activating DNA. Illuminate the 11th. 12th. And 13th. Inhale deeply, connecting up to source, bringing that white light down over your body, healing the body, sealing the healing that we did here today, bringing the body into a state of joy, of neutrality, of balance, unconditional love. Very good. I want you to come back into the room. You're going to open your eyes. You guys did an amazing job. While you guys are coming back into the room here, I'm going to address our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you guys are around, I'm going to be on my radio show tonight, The Spiritual You with Dave Scott. So if you guys want to come and check that out, I have some exciting updates to share with you. Please do tune in tonight at 9 p.m. PST on The Spiritual You. And you can see that on Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. I will see you there. And if you guys have any questions, post it below. Thank you so much for your amazing questions. Hi, Anna. Hi, Spiritual Magic. Ashish. Okay, Ashish, I love your question and your comment. Thank you so much for putting that comment. And I really hope that your higher self can guide you to a place that is in alignment with you. Shira says, wow, that was so helpful. Thank you. Cosmic, I am back on the screen now. All right, loves, have an incredible day, and I will see you soon. So I'm going to